Thank you very much, Jason. And now we'll move on to Engineer Muscat, who's Director General of the Chamber of Commerce, Enterprise and Industry. Ray is an engineer, 15 years of industrial experience, also had his own businesses. He has had several posts locally with the Malta Enterprise, for example, and the Federation of Industry. And now, of course, the Merged Chamber. Ray, today.
Thank you, Ms. Giuliano, Honorable Secretary, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. I would like to, first of all, thank the organizers for inviting me on behalf of the Malta Chamber to address you on this most exciting and interesting subject of open innovation. The title of my brief address reflects the need, as really as seen from my position, from the Malta Chamber and its members, if not the urgency that our enterprises are clearly aware of the changing dynamics of the business environment, and that new approaches are perhaps required now more than ever to safeguard competitive advantage. We may be going into another economic form that is significantly different than the previous ones. A form which is made up of very complex set of drivers, namely globalization, was there before, but more and more acute aggressiveness of competition, increased pressures for cost reductions, distributed knowledge, the ease of communication, expectancy of responsible corporate cultures, we all hear about corporate social responsibility, the scale and logistics of supply, the speed of decision-making processes, product and service deployment, and fast implementation to market. This surely has been accelerated by the recent crisis. It's still not over yet completely. A form within which intelligent companies have to react by being more open and connected, more agile, better aware of their internal capabilities, and informed of the global business environment, and delivering an offering which is better, faster, and definitely cheaper. It is definitely not my intention here to lecture you on what is innovation, but if I had to simply frame this, I feel that it's the process of transforming internally developed or acquired ideas into products and services which are required in the marketplace. It is a process. It consists of an iterative flow of ideas, and requires experimentation. It requires the right skills, aptitude, discipline, passion, and drive of people. It necessitates collaboration with the external environment. We need to integrate innovation in everything that we do. That is, through the brand, the design, the usage experience for the customer, the business model, the way we go to the market, and the process of developing cost structures in consistently delivering those products at affordable costs. Innovation can take a number of forms and intensities. Perhaps you all have heard about breakthrough or incremental innovation. And these concepts are still evolving. For sure, innovation drives economic growth, quality of life, and therefore it impacts our own lives, in and out of the workplace. Irrespective of what we do, competitors will not wait for us. Thus, the challenge is there, and we need to tackle it head on. The rules of play of innovation processes can be seen to be different to those employed in the past, as recent as a few years ago, definitely before the crisis. The process can no longer take place within one organization, but increasingly through cooperation between a number of actors. The strengthening of an innovation system must not be the optimization of one party, but the adoption of an integrated approach, the betterment of all the constituent parts, and the efficiency of their interaction. Then here I would like to make another parenthesis here, that perhaps this is where Malta fails consistently. The new approaches also increasingly pay attention to the building of skills and attitudes of people, and to realize and to realize that knowledge is constantly changing in this dynamic environment. In fact, in the recent past, we have all seen new forms of cooperation, which were driven by market necessities and enabled by technology, and which led to new forms of wealth. Best practice organizations, quite popular ones, like Cisco, like Procter & Gamble, like Nokia, like IBM. Whilst being fierce competitors, are providing portfolios of products to be openly used by the masses. Companies which bring to their wholesale customers and their end consumers into the product development processes, treat their suppliers as their partners, develop them into active networks, and train them to produce to higher accepting standards. Incidentally, another parenthesis I would like to make, that consumers are instantly more knowledgeable, more educated, more able to connect with and influence each other, who want to be part of the dialogue and thus part of the information flow. None of these operators are doing this out of altruism, but because this is in their self-interest. In a sense, they are enriching others as a means of enriching themselves, which perhaps could be a more effective means than just their own self-enrichment.